Okay, this is 8:40, and by God's grace, we are going to start now. Okay, hello, good evening once again. Nice having you today. Today will be our second and last day for the 2025 TOPREC tutorial. Okay, so yesterday we stopped at after calculating the ground total. Okay, so we have 250,321,659 naira. So this is the ground total for the project. Okay. Somebody asked me via WhatsApp. I hope he is here in the meeting. He asked me how we got 170 for chief consultant town planner. This is like you are seeing my screen, right? Ali, I hope you are seeing my screen.
Yes, we
All right.
can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so somebody asked me how we
Yes,
got
sir.
170. Okay, for chief consultant town planner. So if you check this table here, you see the the number one consultant, chief consultant town planner. They only mentioned the minimum. They said 90,000 and above. So they gave you the chance to just pick any amount from 150 and above. And in the question, they say we should pick the maximum. So if you check the second consultant, principal consultant town planner, his maximum is 150. Okay, so anything you are putting for chief consultant town planner should be above this, should be above 150. You understand? So that is why I just put 170. So his maximum, let's say, and we assume 170, then the maximum for principal consultant town planner is 150. So that one is already given. So you use it. Then the maximum for number 3, senior consultant town planner, is 140. So all the others, their maximum is already there. So it is only the chief consultant town planner that they do not mention is maximum. So your own maybe might be the same. And also, sometimes they might leave it open. They will ask you to just use the table to determine their hourly rates. So if that is the case, you can either pick the minimum, which is 90, 80, 70, and the rest, or maybe you pick the maximum, or you pick the average. So now how do you pick the average? The average, you sum, you do the sum of the minimum and maximum, and you divide by 2. So that is the middle value. The middle value. So let's say if they ask you to pick a range for principal consultant town planner, so you will add 80,000 plus 50,000 and you do divide by 2. So that is the average, his average hourly rates. You understand? So it depends on what they ask you. And you also take note of the years of experience. Graduate town planner is a town planner with 0 to 2 years, maybe a fresh graduate. Then we have pupil town planner, see the number of years. We have town planner, then consultant, town planner. We have senior, principal, and chief consultant town planner. Yeah, okay. And you also take note of the hours. In the question, they will mention this town planner will participate in so hours. This town planner will participate from beginning till the end of the project. All right. Yeah. So I think if you have any comments, any question, you can just drop it in our WhatsApp platform. I am checking it as I'm talking right now, so that we will not have distraction. So if you have any observation, just drop it in the WhatsApp. Okay. So last night we stopped at where we calculated the grand total. So now we are going to the next stage, which is the schedule of payment. So as I told you, the reason we normally categorize the payments into different stages is to avoid conflict, because people sometimes, if you sign contracts and give the whole amount, like they might not even do the work. So that is why we divide the payment into stages. If you deliver some part of that project, then part of the money will be given to you. If you deliver more, then another tranche will be given to you till the end of the project. This is done in order to yeah, to prevent conflict and disappointments. Okay, so now we have the first state of service, that is after signing of the contract and everything. So at the state of signing of the contract, you will be given 30% of the money. So now we are going to determine the 30% of this grand total of this amount. Okay, so how do you determine the 30%? So how I normally do is just to divide this by 100. You understand? Divide this amount by 100. Okay, so if we divide it by 100, then we have solved half of the problem. Okay, so we will say divide by the 100. Okay, yeah, divide by 100. So somebody should drop it in the chat. How much is this amount divided by 100? Okay, let's see who. Just that 250, 321, 659 divided by 100.
Why?
Something that I would say, a good sign. So I think, first of all, say a very good job well done so far.
What is
Okay,
it?
anyone? This is taking longer. In the exam, you won't have time like this.
In the parlor of it.
Okay, Usman. Okay, 2M, 2.
Okay.
I don't know. Please,
Let them go and rest back there.
Please, who is making that noise? Please,
can you please
off your
mute
mic.
your phone? You are talking with your family, please.
Please, who is that talking? Let me mute you. What is the name? I don't know why. Okay. Okay, can you see the amount? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2M. So this is 1% of that amount. You understand? 1% of that amount. So to get 30%, then you do this amount times 30. That does it. So calculate the 30%. This amount that we got times 30. That is the 30%. So please do it again and put it in the chat. Let me write it. Okay, yeah, very good. Olatunde, thank you so much. 75, yes. 75M. It is very nice of you, very fast. Oh, we're having two figures. Okay. 79, yeah, okay. 096 497. 497.59. Okay, so this is the 30%. So after signing the contract, they will be given this amount. Okay, so please calculate 15%. Let's see how much is 15%. Yeah, 30%. Yeah, 15%.
That should be 40. That should be 30 something percent. 30 something million.
Hello, sir. Check the chart. Is there?
Okay. 15%.
37. Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right, 37. Yeah, thank you so much. 37.
To understand some. From what I read from the website,
Okay, yeah. Then 35%. Somebody should do the other percentages, 20 and 35. Okay, 15%. 87 cannot be 15. Maybe at 35%. Yes, 87 is okay, then 20%. How much is 20%? 20%.
40 something.
Okay, 20%, 50. 50.
I like it. You want to. Somebody is just making that.
Right. So we have all the percentages. Okay. So as I said earlier, on the appointment and signing of agreements. So after you won the contract, you come to sign the agreement, they will give you this amount, 30%. This is 75 million for mobilization and other things so that you can start the work immediately. Then when you complete on completion of the conceptual and interim plans report. So the conceptual report is maybe your preliminary analysis, then the concept you intend to use, and maybe some other things that you intend to do in the project, the routes you want to propose and the facilities you want to propose and their proposed location. You submit to them. This is because if they have any comment, they will make before you finish the job. Not that after you finish the work from A to Z, you submit to them and they will ask you to make major corrections. So that is why. Who is this, please? Who is this making noise? I think I have muted everyone. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, sir. We have like 3 people on mute.
Okay, yeah. I am checking. I am checking now.
Aliu Idris, iPhone, and then John Edebo.
Okay, John, yeah. Okay, I have muted him. Okay, yeah. So after submission of the conceptual and interim plans and reports, 15% will be added. That is 37M. Then after submitting the final draft, 35% again will be paid out. Then after submitting the final draft, that is after they make the comments, after everything, then 50M will be given. So the total amount is 250M. So here you add everything and make sure it is the same with this 250. Because if it is not the same, that means your calculation is not correct. So make sure that after adding everything, you should have the same amount as the grand total. So please, somebody should help us add all these percentages so that we will make sure that we have the same amount as our grand total. Okay? It's just a very simple arithmetic. If you come down like in 30 minutes, you can even finish it. So please add it and confirm that it is the same amount. It is the same figures with the grand total. Okay, anyone? I'm checking the group. I can't see. Okay, check. You need the grand total. Is it the same thing? Okay, 100%. Yeah.
Who is this man with big tummy? Stop showing us your big tummy, please.
Okay, 221. All right. So as you can see, we have the same amount with our grand total with a little deviation, but it doesn't matter. I think it's because we use figures from different people. So if you are doing it for your exam, make sure like the figures tally very well. Okay. All right. So I think that is the end of the question. You have answered everything they asked you. Okay, initially somebody asked me regarding the inflation rates. We have already added it in the grand total. So our total was 225 M. Then our inflation rate, we divided this. We determined the 11% of this, and we have 2.2. So that is when we added this 11% inflation to our total. Then we got the grand total. In your own, if they did not ask you to determine any inflation rates, you don't need to add it. So if to say we do not have any inflation rate, that means our grand total will be 225 M. But because we have 24 M as our inflation, so that is why we have this 250. Okay, so just have that at the back of your mind. Okay, so this is the end of the calculation question. And as you can see, like, it's not that very hard. It's not calculus or any trigonometry that you will say is very confusing. This is just, even market women can be able to do this calculation. They will give you the table and the hours. So it's just for you to times the maximum amount times the hours the professional will participate. You do for the chief consultant, you do for the principal consultant, you do for all of them. You determine the total, you add the inflation rates, you have your grant total, then you calculate the percentages based on the milestones. Okay, so if you do that, you are good to go and you will have your full marks. And as I told you, it's a compulsory question and it carries it carries a big mark. So if you can be able to solve this one correctly and you add with two more other theory questions, I think with your logbook and interview, like, all of you will pass by God's grace. Okay, so I think this is the end. Today is the final distance, and we have done the bulk of the lecture yesterday. So I think we'll stop here and we open the floor. If there's anyone that has any addition, any comments, or any question, then the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. We really appreciate your explanation towards the solution to the question, sir. I just want to ask question based on the first solution you did, sir, on the inflation.
Yeah.
The 11 percentage.
Yes.
Is it possible for us to just do that 11 percentage? That is 11 over 100 multiplied by the grand total. And is it possible for us to get the same
why
answer
not?
as
Yes,
that?
of course, you will get it. You will get it. Because I did this so that everyone will understand. Here, what I did was, this is the total amount. I calculated 1% of that total. So the 1% is 2.2 M. Then we calculated that 1% times 11. So it's the same thing. Yeah, if you do that, you will get the same amount.
Okay. Thanks,
Sometimes, percentage calculation is very straightforward. But if you're not careful, you will just mess up. You understand? So that is why, that is how I normally do my own. If you ask me to get so percent of this, I will first divide that amount by 100. And I know if I times the number of the figures you ask me to get, I will get that amount. If it is 25%, I will first divide it by 100. I will get 1%. So if I have that 1%, so I can be able to get whatever percentage you ask me to calculate. I will just do that amount times 25, 23, and whatever. So you can do that too. Is correct.
Okay, sir. Thanks so much, sir. The second question, sir.
Yeah.
Apart from all these questions asked from the past set, is there any other question based on the calculation or the professional case scale of fees?
No calculation. This is the only question based on my experience they normally ask, this professional calculation. Or if you check the question papers we sent to the platform, you will see all of them are similar to this one. So I think this is it. This is the only question similar. All the questions are similar to this one. You understand?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you. How are you? Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good
Please.
evening, Chicken.
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. All other technical staff like a driver, senior driver, and others, admin support staff. How do we calculate their fee?
Okay, if you check the table, if
Or
you
they are
check
not
the table,
captured?
no, they are among. They are among. Okay, now if you check the table, can you see the table on your screen?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
number one, we have senior admin support staff. So if you check the table, you will see his amount. The maximum is 20,000. So if you check this table, you see this number 8. That is where he is. So we calculated his amount too, and he participated for 113 hours. That is from the beginning of the project till the end. So senior admin officer will get his maximum is 20,000. So you will say 20,000 times 113. So we have 2.2. So the amount for the support staff will also be included. Then the admin, okay, we have senior admin staff and we have admin support staff. We also have the drivers. So all of them, we calculated everything. The driver, the senior driver, the admin staff, everything is here if you read very well.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm okay.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you, yes. Okay, go on.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, ask your question.
Yeah, hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, my name is Olatunde from Lagos. I just want to confirm on this table, are we going to be given the table for the stages of service as well with the percentage
everything.
milestone?
Yes, everything. This
Okay,
is
so
part
we'll
of one
just
of
do
the
the
question
calculation.
papers. You will be given all the information needed.
Okay, thank
this
you.
one you are saying is this question is for 2023. So they will give you everything, the table and the stages. So just for you to do your maths.
Okay. Thank you so much. You've been so helpful. God bless
You're
you,
welcome.
sir.
You're welcome. And you too. Thank you so much. So our meeting will end in 7 minutes because, the Zoom free
Good evening.
version is 40 minutes.
Good evening,
Okay,
sir.
good evening. How are you?
Jamie Adams. So I just wanted to ask a brief question. I don't know. In the instruction, I saw that using calculator is prohibited. Sorry, scientific calculator is prohibited. Does that mean we can take
simple calculator, just that small calculator you use during your primary school time? The one that you can do for addition, subtraction.
plus, minus,
That small
multiplication and so
calculator.
on?
Yeah, that one. That is maybe that market women calculator or smaller than that. Any simple calculator, not the complex one, not the one you engineers use for in school. Not that one. Just simple calculator.
My thoughts are actually let's say these calculations where we have a couple of, let's say 200 million or something like that. At the end of the day, some of those calculators, I don't know if they carry those kind of figures.
Yeah, they will carry. I think what you will do, but there's this market women calculator that looks like one big calculator. Do you know it?
Yeah, I get it.
So that one, market women, they used to calculate millions with it. So you can get the smaller version for that. Or maybe if you go to buy the calculator, but maybe open this table and try pressing those 250 something. You understand? And check.
That works.
And confirm
maybe
that
at least up to 1 billion or something. Maybe I could just try
yes. Because those market women calculator, they used to calculate big amounts too. So and it only there's one that has one button for 2 and 3 zeros. You understand that kind of calculator? Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, thank
you. Hello,
sir.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay, one of you should go on.
Sir, someone can enter with the Kitab phone, which is not Android. To use it as a calculator.
No, any type of phone is not allowed. Only simple calculator. That small phone cannot be, because maybe you might store some answers in your messages or maybe some definitions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So they will not
I
allow you.
understand. Thank you, sir.
Before the time runs
All
out,
right,
sir,
thank you.
please, can you please, apart from the calculation questions, can you just refer us to any book to read for other questions, written questions, sir?
Okay, are you in our WhatsApp platform?
Yes.
I have sent one PDF with the name Guideline to Professional Exam. Did you read that book?
Okay. I haven't checked it.
Check our WhatsApp group. I sent all the materials you need. I sent many question papers and that book. If that book is the only thing you have for this exam, I assure you, you will pass. Because they solve many question papers in that book, like almost more than 5 years question papers. And I am very sure all the questions they will ask you this year should be inside that book, because they don't normally ask something outside. If you study their question papers, like everything, they used to like repeat it. Like this year, you see maybe this year exam might be the one they wrote in 2026 or 2025, no, 2015 or 2016. So if you are lucky, you study that exam, that year question paper before the exam, then that means you will pass without any hardship. So just read that book. You will see. Maybe I will resend it today after this class. I will resend that book. So if you go through that book, like, I think you don't need any more tutorial for you to pass. They solve everything there. Just you read it and that's it.
Okay. We really appreciate, sir. Thanks so much.
I will resend it after the class.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf. Kaplan. Sorry, I wasn't able to log in. To join the class. Can you please help us send the link to the group so we can rewatch the tutorial?
Okay, the tutorial is not online because after exporting it yesterday, I was unable to. Today I was very busy. I went to the site, so I'm not able to finish editing it. So, but maybe within this week, I will edit and upload it, and I will send you the YouTube link to the platform so that you can watch it again and you study it very well.
Good evening, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
that was fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and God bless you, sir.
Yeah,
we really appreciate your.
All right, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate.
Yes.
The question I want to.
Your line is breaking. I think just
because
you said.
We really appreciate. May God reward you abundantly.
Yeah, thank you so much. And you too. Hello? Okay, his network is breaking. We can't even hear him. So we have less than 2 minutes, because the Zoom free version is 40 minutes. So we have like 2 minutes now for the meeting to stop. So maybe later on, if we have any question, we can discuss in the group. And maybe, I don't know, your AGM is the AGM. Some of you are attending the AGM, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and I think the AGM is starting this Monday. So I don't know, maybe if I might have time after the AGM, maybe to do like a final something, so that we can maybe have a small discussion. But I don't know. It depends on how free I am after the AGM. But I will see to that. I will see.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sir, sorry, just a quick one.
Okay.
You said we use the same figures for most of the. I'm seeing that your senior admin and support admin are using the same values. Aren't you supposed to use like 15,000 for the admin, senior admin support, then maybe 20,000 for the senior admin, so that there won't be like the same variables?
No, it doesn't matter. In the question, they say you should use the maximum. And in the table, they all have the same maximum amount. So you use the same amount for them. There's no any problem.
Oh, okay, sir.
The maximum is 20,000. for senior admin staff, and assistant admin. The only difference is in the minimum. Their minimum is not the same if you check the table.